Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nemi. If you're new to this channel, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for clicking on this video. You're welcome. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always supporting me. I really do appreciate. So Easter is coming up. Easter is this weekend, this Sunday. And I decided to bring you this recipe so that you will switch things up, in the kitchen this Easter. Instead of making the regular stew, you can make Ayamase stew for your family. This stew is very delicious and I'm sure your family will love it. So if you're interested, keep watching. So for this recipe, I'll be using hard chicken. You can use any meat of choice. I was just tired of eating, beef and shaki and the rest of them. So I decided to make mine with hard chicken. I would also be using palm oil, some bell peppers, green bell peppers, scotch bonnet pepper. I'm using the green scotch bonnet pepper, spring onions, and white onions. I would also be using meat stock, from cooking the meat. I'll be using some boiled eggs. I have my chili pepper, for extra heat. I have my salt. I have my crayfish. I have my seasoning cubes. My iru, which is also known as locust bean. Like this takes it to the next level. And I have my chopped onions. So the first thing we are going to do is to add some palm oil to a pot. We are going to bleach the palm oil. Don't mind my oil, it was sleeping. So just pour some oil into a pot, cover it, turn up the heat, and bleach it on high heat for like 5 minutes. And then you reduce the heat and bleach it for maybe an additional 5 minutes. Please do not open this pot. Please, I'm begging. When you're done bleaching, just turn off the heat and set it aside until it cools completely before you open it. So while that is cooling, I'm going to go ahead and blend my peppers. So just roughly blend the peppers, the onions, the spring onions and the white onions, and set that aside. Now add the bleached palm oil into a pot, some of it, and add the white onions, the chopped onions, and saute for some minutes, maybe 2 minutes, so that it will release its flavor into the oil. Now add the iru. Remember, this iru is washed. You have to wash the iru and drain. Then add it and saute for some minutes as well. No, rather for some seconds. Then add the crayfish, some of the crayfish, and stir immediately and add the pepper, because if you leave it for too long, the crayfish will burn, and you don't want to have a burnt taste in this Ayamase stew. So just stir everything so that it combines properly. Then cover the pot, reduce the heat, and begin to cook. And stir occasionally, from time to time. You come back to it and you stir to make sure it's not burning. So after some time, depending on the quantity of stew you're making, you find out that the color has changed from that vibrant green to a darker green. It becomes dark basically. So that means the stew is ready. So go ahead, or rather the peppers are ready. Not the stew, don't mind me. So add the meat at this point, stir and season, add the remaining seasonings like the crayfish, the seasoning cubes, add some of the meat stock, to loosen the stew a bit. And at this point, I realized that my pot was like too big for the quantity of stew I was making. So because I love making this stew in little quantities, because it requires a lot of oil Yeah, and consuming that quantity of oil like all the time is not really so healthy. So I just make it in small quantities. Now add the boiled eggs, some stir and cover to cook for maybe an additional 5 minutes. So after the 5 minutes, our stew is ready. Like, if as you can see, the oil has floated to the top. Everything is looking, like I said earlier, my pot was too big for the quantity I was making. So it's just looking like I'm just moving my spoon, everywhere. Yeah, and it was too late for me to switch pots. So guys, this is it. Our stew is ready. Go ahead and serve it with your ofada rice or your regular rice or basmati rice or yam or even pasta. Yeah, you can eat it with pasta. Nobody will beat you. Yeah, exactly. So guys, this stew is very delicious. Yeah, this particular one was very, very delicious. And the iru and the bleached palm oil. Oh Lord. Let me not talk. Just make it and you will understand. Yeah. So guys, we have come to the end of this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel up to this point, I beg please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Yeah. And comment on my video, like this video, share it with your friends, and make sure you make Ayamase stew this Easter. It's not every time normal stew. Switch things up a little. Make this Ayamase for your family this Easter. I'm sure they will love it. Okay guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.